Stop what you are doing right now, because what I am about to tell you, God told me to say to you specifically, not to the person beside you, not to the crowd, not to the ones who have it all figured out. To you, the one who has been crying in silence, the one who has been praying alone at midnight, the one who has been watching everyone else move forward while you feel stuck, forgotten, and invisible. Listen carefully. God has not forgotten you. He has been watching you. He has been preparing you. He has been hiding you. And today, right now, in this very moment you chose to press play on this video, that was not an accident. That was God. He sent you here. Because it is time. It is finally time. Your season of hiding is over. Your season of suffering in silence is coming to an end. And everything you have been through, every tear, every loss, every night you couldn't sleep, every door that shut in your face, every person who left, every prayer that felt like it hit the ceiling and fell back down, all of it, every single piece of it, was God building something inside of you that the world has never seen before. Hear this clearly. You are not ordinary. You never were. There is a gift inside of you, not a gift that men gave you, not a gift that came from your education, not a gift that came from your background or your family name, a gift that came directly from the hands of God. And here is what no one tells you about a gift like that. It costs something. It costs your comfort. It costs your peace for a season. It costs your old friendships. It costs your familiar life. It costs your sleep. It costs your confidence in yourself so that your confidence can be transferred entirely to God. Because God does not give gifts like yours to people who are still comfortable. He gives gifts like yours to people who have been broken, people who have been emptied, people who had everything taken away until the only thing left, the only thing they could hold on to, was Him. And that is exactly where you are right now, isn't it? You have been emptied, you have been stripped, you have been brought to a place where you look around and you think, God, what is happening to me? And God looks back at you and says, my child, I am making you. Listen carefully. The potter does not despise the clay when it is on the wheel. He does not hate it. He does not regret choosing it. He presses it. He shapes it. He fires it because he sees what it is going to become, and he refuses to let it stay as it is. That is what God is doing to you right now. He is not punishing you. He is not ignoring you. He is not disappointed in you. He is making you. And the gift inside of you, the one the world cannot yet see, the one you yourself may have doubted, the one that has felt buried under pain and confusion and waiting, that gift is still there. It is growing, it is deepening, it is being refined. And when God finally releases it, the world will not be ready. There is something that has been happening to you that you have not been able to explain. You have tried to talk about it, but the words never quite come out right. And the people around you, the ones you thought understood you, they just look at you and nod, but you can feel it. They don't understand, they can't understand. And for a long time, that has broken your heart. You have sat in rooms full of people and felt completely alone. You have tried to connect and felt a distance you could not close. You have watched other people laugh easily, belong easily, fit in easily, and you have wondered, deep in your quiet, honest moments, what is wrong with me? Hear this clearly. Nothing is wrong with you. Something is right about you. Something is different about you. Something was placed inside of you before you were born. A calling so specific, so unusual, so set apart, that ordinary environments cannot contain it. Ordinary friendships cannot nurture it. Ordinary comfort cannot produce it. And so God, in his infinite wisdom, separated you. He pulled you back from the crowd. He let the noise around your life go quiet. He removed the people who were only there for a season. He closed the doors that would have taken you somewhere comfortable but away from where you were destined, and then he put you in a place that felt like wilderness, like silence, like waiting, like being forgotten. But listen carefully. The wilderness is not a punishment. The wilderness is a classroom. When Moses was being prepared to deliver a nation, he was sent to the desert for 40 years. When David was being prepared to become king, he was sent to the fields, alone with the sheep, learning to fight lions and bears that no one else ever saw. When Joseph was being prepared to save a generation, he was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, and imprisoned in a foreign land. None of them understood it while they were in it. None of them saw the classroom when they were sitting in the lesson, but God saw it. God sees it. And right now, in the middle of your wilderness, in the middle of your waiting, in the middle of your isolation, God sees you. And he is not looking at you with disappointment. He is looking at you with purpose, because there is something he is teaching you in this hidden place that can only be learned here. There is a depth of faith that only grows in the dark. There is a strength of character that only forms under pressure. There is a level of compassion that only develops through suffering. There is a quality of wisdom that only comes from walking through the valley and coming out the other side still believing. And God needs all of that from you, not because he is cruel, but because the people he is sending you to will need all of it. They will need your pain because they are in pain. They will need your scars because they are scarred. They will need your testimony because they are standing right where you used to stand, asking the same questions, crying the same tears, feeling the same impossible weight. And they will need someone who can look at them and say, I was there, and God brought me through. That is your gift. Not just the talent the world will see, not just the anointing that will be visible, but the story behind it, the preparation behind it, the you that was forged in the wilderness. And now let us talk about the people who left, because this is the part that cut deepest. This is the wound you have been carrying the longest. It was not the failure that hurt you most. It was not the closed door that hurt you most. It was not the delay that hurt you most. It was the people, the ones who walked away, the ones who betrayed you, the ones who smiled at your face and whispered behind your back, the ones who said they would always be there, and then disappeared at the exact moment you needed them most, the ones you loved with everything you had, and who left anyway. And you have spent nights, so many nights, replaying it, trying to understand it, asking God, why? Why did they leave? Why did this person hurt me? Why did this relationship fall apart? Why did the people I trusted most become the source of my deepest pain? Hear this clearly. God allowed every exit, every single one. He did not cause the betrayal, but he permitted the departure. Because there are some people, as much as you love them, as much as they mean to you, who are not built to carry what God is about to put on your life. There are some friendships that were beautiful for a chapter, but they were never meant to be the whole book. There are some people who love the version of you that is struggling, but they will not know what to do with the version of you that is elevated. And God, who loves you too much to leave you in comfortable relationships that would have kept you small, opened the hand that was holding them. And he let them go, not to hurt you, to protect you, to prepare you, because the gift inside of you requires a level of focus that friendship by committee cannot produce. It requires a level of solitude that a packed social calendar cannot allow. It requires a level of intimacy with God that only comes when all the other voices have gone quiet. And so he quieted them. He cleared the room. He made space. And yes, it hurt. It still hurts. Maybe right now, as you read this, something inside of you is aching all over again. That is okay. You are allowed to grieve what was lost. You are allowed to mourn relationships that mattered. You are not weak for feeling it. But hear this. Do not let the grief of what left blind you to what remains. Do not let the pain of who walked away make you miss the God who has never moved. He is still here. He has been here through every single moment of it. He caught every tear you thought fell unnoticed. He recorded every prayer you thought disappeared into the ceiling. He saw every night you held it together in public and fell apart in private. And he is saying to you today, I saw all of it. I kept all of it, and none of it was wasted. Because here is what happens to chosen ones. The very thing that was meant to destroy you becomes the very thing that defines your destiny. The betrayal becomes the breakthrough. The loss becomes the lesson. The wound becomes the wellspring from which others will drink. And the loneliness, that painful, aching, unexplainable loneliness, becomes the sacred space where God deposits into you the very things that no crowd could ever hold. Because crowds are loud, and what God wants to whisper into your spirit requires quiet. So he gave you quiet. He is giving you quiet right now, and in that quiet, if you stop running from it, if you stop trying to fill it with noise and distraction and people and plans, you will begin to hear something, a voice, steady, certain, unmistakable, the voice of the one who knew you before you were formed, the voice of the one who designed the gift inside of you, the voice of the one who has been guiding your story, not just through the beautiful chapters, but especially through the painful ones. And he is saying, I have been preparing you every day in the hidden place, and the preparation is almost complete. Now hear this. There is a spiritual war being waged over your life. Not around it, over it, specifically, because gifts like yours, purposes like yours, callings like yours, do not go uncontested. The enemy knows what God has placed inside of you. He has known it since before you were born, and he has been working relentlessly, strategically, patiently, to stop it. He sent the discouragement. He engineered the betrayal. He whispered the lies. You are not enough. You are too broken. You have missed your window. God could not possibly use someone like you. He created circumstances designed to make you quit. And you have felt it, haven't you? That pressure, that weight, that strange, suffocating feeling that no matter how hard you try, something is always working against you. That is not your imagination. That is warfare. And the fact that there is a war over your life is not a sign that you are cursed. It is a sign that you are valuable. The enemy does not waste his efforts on ordinary things. He does not deploy strategic attacks against ordinary people. He saves his most targeted assaults for the ones who carry the most dangerous thing, in his eyes, that can exist on this earth. A surrendered life in the hands of God, a chosen vessel, a gift that will not be contained. That is you. And now you understand why it has been so hard. Now you understand why the opposition has been so relentless. Now you understand why every time you tried to move forward, something tried to pull you back. You are not being punished. You are being fought. And here is the most important thing I want you to hear. In every battle over a chosen life, the chosen one wins, not because they are stronger, not because they are smarter, not because they figured out the perfect strategy, but because the God who called them is the God who covers them, and he has never lost a battle. So today, in the hidden place, in the waiting room, in the wilderness that has felt like it has gone on too long, God is asking you to do one thing: trust. Not trust that you understand what is happening. Not trust that the plan makes sense. Not trust that the timing feels right. But trust in the character of the one who holds your story. Trust that the God who called you is the God who completes what he starts. Trust that the gift inside of you will not be buried forever. Trust that the preparation, however painful, is producing something eternal. Trust that the people who left were released for a reason. Trust that the silence has not been emptiness. It has been fullness. Trust that you are standing closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been before. And trust that God is saying directly to you, you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not finished. You are not ordinary. You are mine. And it is time. You have been waiting for a long time, and if you are honest, there have been moments when you wondered if the waiting would ever end. There have been moments when the faith that started so strong began to feel thin, when the prayers that used to come so easily started to feel like effort, when the vision God gave you began to feel like a dream that maybe was never real at all. And in those moments, you did something that took more courage than anyone around you will ever know. You kept going, you kept praying, you kept believing, you kept getting up. Even when you did not feel it, even when you did not see it, even when you did not understand it. You held on, and I need you to hear this. That holding on was not weakness. That was one of the most powerful forms of faith that exists, because anyone can believe when things are good. Anyone can praise when the breakthrough has already come. Anyone can trust when the prayer has already been answered. But to believe in the dark, to hold the promise in the middle of the silence, to say, God, I cannot see what you are doing, but I know you are doing something. That is faith. That is endurance. That is the kind of trust that changes lives. And today, your endurance has not gone unnoticed. Your tears have not been forgotten. Your prayers have not been ignored. God has seen every step, every struggle, every moment you wanted to quit but chose to keep going. And he is saying, the season of holding on is ending. The season of seeing is beginning. You have been buried like a seed, high, overlooked, pressed beneath the surface. And for a long time it looked like nothing was happening. But beneath the ground roots were forming, strength was developing, life was growing. And now the time is coming for what has been hidden to emerge. The character that was built in secret, the faith that was forged in hardship, the wisdom that came through pain, the compassion that grew through suffering, the resilience that survived every storm. None of it was wasted. God was preparing you. And now he is preparing to reveal what he planted. Something is shifting. You can feel it. A door that seemed permanently closed is beginning to move. A season